What's going on, guys? It's your boy. We about to spill the tea. We're about to spill the tea here. And so, what I want to do with this video is there are a lot of people in the real estate industry that ultimately don't need to be in it, and so what I want to do is be able to provide a little bit of what I've been doing in my business to really just have success in this business, to be able to help people accomplish the dreams and the goals that they have, and then also obviously be compensated in it, right? There are way too many people out here that don't genuinely prioritize people's best interest, and I've worked with them firsthand, and it's sad that these people are out here conducting business while I know tons of great individuals with awesome hearts, good personalities, just all around good humans that simply just lack the confidence to put themselves out there. And so let's kind of work this backwards. And so I'm on year 3. January will be year 4 of me being a licensed real estate agent. I've only been full time for about a year and a half now, and since then, the first year or two, it's been kind of just spotty here and there. I really was just trying to find my way through this industry, right? And so now that I am tapping into year 4, I'm on year 3 going into year 4. I finally started to see the fruits of the labor that I've been putting in. And so I don't pay for leads. All my leads are, for the most part, either referrals or just organic leads that I generate through the biggest tools that I use is kind of what we're on now, social media, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. This has been my source of business. And so for me, the way that I like to do this is something that I like to call organic leads. And what I mean by that is that these are people that either know me on a first name type of basis, you could say, that know a lot about me. And quite honestly, I put a lot of stuff on social media. I am a firm believer that people buy from someone that they like or that they trust. And how else am I going to be able to let people know that I am someone that they can trust? Or how do I let them know a little bit about me and my personality and my morals, my values, who it is that I am, what I stand for? How do I let them know that in the most efficient way possible? And so for me, I leverage social media a lot, and so it has been super beneficial to me and my business, and the reason for that is because I look at it like this: um, how can I reach how can I efficiently reach the most amount of people in the shortest time? this this right here. I didn't have to go anywhere other than to from my bedroom to this second room that I have here, my office, right? It was a short walk, right? I had the gear right here, and I just continue to just create content and just put it out there. And so the way I like to conduct business, or really just the way I like to carry myself, is a little bit of things that I enjoy, a little bit of just sprinkle a little bit of my personality, my hobbies, my interests, the things that I find funny um, um, on social media. And then also, I sprinkle a little bit of real estate every now and then. I do believe that not everybody needs a real estate agent all the time. I do believe that the market is very saturated with agents. I do feel like the approach that most agents have when it comes to real estate is not a very, it is a very mimicked approach. I think we honestly need more substance. I think we need more genuine connections with people. And I feel like me just having fun on social media and using it as a tool to build relationships with people, stay relevant, keep tabs on what people are doing. And it's not in like a manipulative way, right? I honestly, truly do have a way with people, and I enjoy people for some odd reason. I think that's just one of my God given abilities or characteristics that I'm just a people person. Um, I guess extrovert. Yeah, I have my introvert moments, but for the most part, I'm an extrovert. I like social settings. I just have like a bubbly personality. I'm kind of a little smartass at times, in a respectful manner, and all these different qualities that I possess. I'm just really open about that, and I just put myself out there. And so I want to encourage you guys to do a little bit about that. And so it's a little bit embarrassing at first. It's a little bit kind of, you're not really you're not sure how it's going to be received and all this. But I can tell you this: I have generated a ton of business by doing this, and this is the mean. This is the entire means, the backbone of my business is this content creating and putting all this information out there and just putting myself out there. That has been the one thing that I have done, that I have shifted in the dynamic of my business, where I can tell you that I had a upward trend in results. It was that the beginning of year 3 where I started just to put myself out there. I got out of my own head. I stopped really thinking about what was really processing too much. Even now, I'm being a lot more comfortable, a lot more vulnerable, because these are the things that I struggle with as a human. And so I wanted to perfect my craft, and put myself out there because I do feel like I possess certain qualities that are key qualities that we need in this industry that a lot of people don't have. And so that's what I've been able to do, and that's what I feel like has been the key to the growth of my business. So putting myself out there, putting myself on camera, has been super beneficial to me. My also approach to what I'm putting on camera and what I'm putting out there, quite honestly, is more knowledge based. I think the easy thing to do is to do what everybody's doing. And I do feel that people are kind of tired of seeing the same stuff. And so for me, honestly, I'm not going to do too much of the vulgar stuff you see online. I'm not going to do those run around house tours. I mean, that's all cool in a sense for generating views and likes and laughs. But I'll leave that for them. I'll leave that for people that's doing that. For me, I genuinely feel that there is a barrier between, um, you know, um, people that aren't in this industry and then people that want to do business in this industry. I feel like there's a barrier and there's a lack of resources that a lot of people just don't have, a lack of information, a lack of knowledge. And so for me, I do play around a lot. I do joke around a lot, but the approach that I have to it all is knowledge. I want to educate people and give them the tools and the resources that they need to be able to achieve their goals when it comes to this real estate industry. I want to be the guy that kind of I needed when I was looking to buy my first home. And so, because things are changing all the time, I feel like we as a community, we lack a lot. Like I said, a lot. We lack a lot of the basic resources and knowledge when it comes to this. And so, taking something that is very elementary to me in this industry could be something that is college level for some people. They just don't know. And so my approach to it all is, when I see everybody posting certain home tours or posting all these funny trendy ways of generating views, I'm going the other way. I'm doing something that people aren't doing. I'm doing education. I feel like that is a lot more useful and efficient with my time. And also that brings more value to people that simply don't know what it's like or what it is to conduct business in this industry. And then also a little reason for that is just one, naturally, that's just kind of my approach to things in general. But I look at I also study, right? I study what's going on in the market as far as advertising. I follow what's trendy, what's working. And so when you go look at some of those posts and you look at the same repetitive stuff that people are doing, you go look at the comments. Excuse me. There isn't very, it's more appealing to other people in the industry. And so my take on that is, if we are all in the same industry and we are all sort of kind of, tailoring to the same clients, why am I going to post something that is going to be more, is going to be received a lot more well from individuals that are in the industry that are also fighting for the same clients that I have? It just doesn't make sense. And so for me, um, I again, it's from a trendy like perspective. I could go out there and go do house tours, and I'm not saying that's the wrong way of doing business. I'm just saying that for me, that is not the most efficient way for me and how I handle my business. And so it's easier for me to stay home. It's more convenient. I don't waste no gas staying here in this room, turning my lights on, turning my camera on, taking all the information and knowledge that I have and putting it out there for free. I think this is stuff that we're not gatekeepers. We are not people that possess some magical skills. Quite honestly, half the people, if not more, simply don't know what the hell is going on in this industry or don't know how to write a contract up. And it's sad that the bar has been set so low for people in the industry that give us a bad rep. And so if so for me, it was easier for me to go to the educational approach and put good quality content out there that has some substance, instead of trying to generate views. I also looked at some of these people that I see that have a ton of followers, that have a ton of views. I go look at their numbers because we can go look at that as agents, or you guys know. Um, we can go look at this stuff and you can see a lot of these people really aren't producing. And so if my goal is to, one, make money so that I can survive here, but then also create longevity by educating people, why would I go do something that generates more likes and views instead of actually generates more business? And so I look at what's the most efficient way to generate a lead, but also impact them and change their lives and help them accomplish things that they probably never thought they could accomplish or simply didn't know how to accomplish. That's my approach to it. And so, as far as that's the approach to the content side of it, right? And then as far as leads, I don't pay for leads. Most of my leads do come from a social media aspect. And so what I like to do, because I genuinely feel that it's not always that people need a real estate agent. And so, but you know what people always do need? A friend, a neighbor, a little joy, a little laugh, I don't know, man, a person of similar interests with the same hobbies. And so for me, I just kind of further tapped into organic marketing, organic leads. And what I mean by that is these are things that come natural to me, which is why if you go down my social media, I'm involved in certain things that I like. I'm involved with certain, I'm doing certain hobbies. I'm in certain industries that I'm riding my bike all the time. I'm around here, the Kima area. I'm in Segundo Barrio because, that culture, that community, that lifestyle is what I like. And so for me, I look at those things and I go for, because all those people there and all these little hobbies and little pockets of things that I enjoy, the gym and things like that, they all need places to live. And so for me, instead of trying to pay for some lead that I don't know anything about, that I have to, who knows who I'm dealing with on the other side. They could be the worst human being to deal with when it comes to business. I don't want that. And so for me, it's easier to create more impactful, genuine relationships with people if I tap into the things that I enjoy and then we connect off that, and I just so happen to be an agent. And so that for me is more organic. That for me builds more of a connection with people, and I don't have to fake it and pretend like, oh, I'm into crocheting, because quite honestly, I'm not. So you would never find me in a crochet group, right? But you will find me in the car community. You will find me in the local bike riding scene. You will find me in the gym. You will find me talking and networking to other content creators, right? And so for me, that is the most organic way of creating just relationships with people. This is a relationship based business, and so in order for me to create longevity in this industry, I need good quality relationships built on something other than real estate. And for me, it's my hobbies. And so that's my approach to it. Content creating, more knowledge based, and then organic relationships, where I and if like that just are just pure legit relationships that aren't really based on real estate. And so you don't have to really overcomplicate it. If I was a single father, if I was a single mom, if I was just a mom in general or a father in general, tap into that. Brand yourself, market yourself, put yourself out there. Quite honestly, I think the biggest thing that holds people back is the confidence. People don't have the confidence in themselves, so they don't put themselves out there. Well, you're never going to gain the confidence if you don't put yourself out there. You get the confidence from failure and getting back up and learning, and also, too, your support system. I have tons of amazing friends in this industry that I can call on and reach out and ask for help or advice as to how to handle certain situations, because none of us know everything in this industry. A lot of it is custom tailored transactions and situations. Yes, you have your repetitive deals that are pretty standard and traditional, but there's always some weird curveball when it comes to real estate. And so, building these relationships with awesome agents in the area, through other hobbies that you meet, or whatever, these organic relationships, the good agents, they're not gatekeepers, because they're smart and they understand that, in order to you know keep the market from being saturated with just grimy, shitty people, we need more good people. And so this is why I'm taking the time to put this together, to try to encourage you guys to get out there and build that confidence and build these organic relationships with people, so that you awesome individuals that have the good fundamentals naturally as humans can get out into this industry and start weeding out some of the people that just genuinely fucking suck. And so get you those resources, build those relationship with other agents, and find your tribe. If you I'm in the Houston area. I'm further south. I'm League City, Kima area, towards Galveston. And so if you don't have that around you, if you don't have that support system, if you don't have that from a broker, one, I would challenge you to press your broker for that. Just because they're a broker, just because they have that title, doesn't necessarily mean that they're the smartest person, or they're morally and ethically right. Anyways, you might want to switch. I found that a lot of times some of these brokers aren't really they don't align with my personal values, and so for me, I had to remove myself from those things and find somewhere that aligned with my own personal values and my own personal beliefs. And so I challenge you to do that as well. But build these relationships and see where you can be of value to others in the industry, and then also they're more than likely going to want to be of value to you too, because again. The better the agents in the industry, the better, the smoother these transactions can work, and then collectively we can be of better service to the community and to our clients. And so that's kind of where I'm at with everything. So just kind of refresh on this. Social media, putting myself out there, is the most efficient way for me to put myself out there, let people know that I am knowledgeable, show people the proof of what I've been able to deals I've been able to close, with the content that I'm sharing. It's the most efficient way for me to reach a bunch of people, and then also it helps stay relevant, right? And then the next one is going to be organic leads. Find things that you're interested in where you don't have to fake it and you actually care about what's happening in these little different little pockets, whether it's gardening, crocheting, car scenes, whatever, bowling, whatever it may be. Get creative. Or don't get creative. Tap into the things that you enjoy. Don't overthink it. Don't think outside the box. There's already something you're doing that a lot of other people are doing. Again, single moms, moms in general, single dads, dads in general. If you're in the bar scene or whatever, there's people out there that need help with that stuff too. So don't overthink it. Put yourself out there. Don't be scared to fail. Ask questions, but you have to work on building that confidence, and just, yeah, man, just put yourself out there. Uh, for so long, I didn't do that, and I wasn't generating any business. And the moment I started to really, really, really press that is where the flip of the switch in my business went, and I took off. And so that's it. That would be my little quick, little simple 21 minutes of advice for you guys if you are struggling to generate any source of leads or just business in general. Again, I am in the South Houston area, League City, Kima area. If you are an agent here locally and you're struggling with this stuff, feel free to reach out and see. It's a very self-driven business. I can only help you to a certain extent. I've literally given you the root fundamentals of what I've done that you can mimic to tailor it to you. And unfortunately, some people still won't do that. I will say this: you can consume endless of information to just build this mega mind shape head or brain with knowledge, but if you don't take action, it's useless. Take action today. It's the quote unquote slower time of the year. And so right now is when we need to be marketing ourselves in order so that when it does flip and it does pick up, we have been planting these seeds and putting ourselves out there so that we can help people, and obviously take our business to the next level. I hope this information helps. If you took anything away from this, if this helps any at all, do me a favor, give me some feedback, like it, and let me know if there's anything that I didn't brush up on or something else that you might want me to go more in depth. As always, much love. Let's do cool shit, and let's finish the end of the year strong. Peace.